Welcome back to Creating Optical Illusion Art with Ms.Reiss. Remember that optical illusion art is a style of abstract art that uses patterns and lines to create art that looks three-dimensional or 3D. This means that your art will look like it's moving or even popping off the paper, but really it is just a two-dimensional flat piece of paper. Let's get started. Again, all you'll need is a blank piece of paper, a pencil, eraser, a straight edge, and maybe a marker, but the marker is optional. For my straight edge, I'll be using a ruler, but you can use anything that is handy in the classroom. Another piece of paper, the side of a book, or a ruler if you have it. Go ahead and write your name, team, grade, and date on the back of your paper. You're then going to use your straight edge and your pencil or your marker to go ahead and create straight lines across your paper. You're going to start at your center dot and create straight lines along your straight edge from the middle of your paper all the way to the end. You'll create a straight line by holding down your straight edge with one hand and then going ahead and taking your marker or your pencil and lightly going across the straight edge with your other hand. You'll want to make sure that there are enough lines across your paper that there is an equal amount of space between each line. This does not have to be perfect, but you want to make sure that you can estimate as best you can to make sure there is an equal amount of space in between each line. You're then going to pick one section at a time and use your straight edge to make lines across each section. These are going to be straight lines that will connect to one another. You're going to do one section at a time. You want these lines to be parallel with one another, which means that they will never cross no matter how long they get. Repeat this step over and over until each section is filled with parallel lines. Once you have finished filling each section with an equal amount of parallel lines, you are going to go in and color every other square. It is important that you make sure you color so that it looks like a checkerboard. This means that no two squares that are next to each other will ever be colored in the same. So I would start with one section at a time from the middle, going towards the end and color every other section. Additionally, I like to make sure I'm coloring in the same direction. That means that I'm using my marker to color up and down or left to right in the same way over and over again. This makes sure that my marker gradient creates the same texture over and over. This makes my coloring look neat and clean, but it also enhances the optical illusion effect because my lines are going in one direction and my coloring strokes are going in the same direction, creating the same texture, which is up and down. You'll notice that around the edges, I will color horizontally. This is to make sure that I do not go outside of the line. But after I color horizontally, I always make sure to take my marker and again go over it in an up and down gradient so that my texture or my lines are in the same direction. You're going to repeat these steps over and over again until every other box is completely colored in. until you have your final optical illusion finished artwork. Hopefully you have enjoyed day 2 of Optical Illusion Art with Ms. Reiss. I cannot wait to see your finished project, and I hope you have a wonderful day filled with rainbows and sunshines. Bye!